So today we're going to talk about this baby Dogecoin price prediction, and this is going to be for both 2024 and 2025. So we're going to talk about this today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight to this. So we're going to talk about this price prediction. I know I've mentioned a lot of different price predictions for baby Doge, but in this video, I'm actually going to break down why exactly we can actually reach that between 2024 and 2025. We're going to talk about this price prediction to where we could either reach it in 2024 or 2025, right? It's either or. And it's a very, very good point. And it's a point that I haven't really went too far in depth with when it comes to the other videos. So that's why I wanted to go over that on this particular video. Now, right now, we are down 4.8% in the last 24 hours with Baby Doge. 1.3 million inside a 24-hour trading volume. Our market cap looks all right at 173 million. Now we're going to do this from the perspective that we're at 150 quadrillion circulating supply currently, because right now, give or take, we have about 148, 149 quadrillion, and then they're going to be getting rid of 5 quadrillion because they just did that poll. Eventually, they're going to be doing that. I think it's going to be the first of next month, so it's going to be going down from there. But we're still just going to look at it from the perspective of 150 quadrillion baby Doge circulating supply, just because we're going to give it a really, really modest projection of where we can be. Because if we look at it from the 140 quadrillion perspective, it's only going to be a billion less in market cap, which it really isn't that big of a factor when you think about the actual bull market in general. But moving on from that, what we are going to look at here now is current prices with baby Doge and how we've actually been trending here with our price. So right now, the all-time high is at 8Z6345, right? That's the all-time high for baby Doge. If we actually look at what that market cap was, it was give or take around 100. I want to say it was give or take around, let's say 900 billion inside of market cap. Let's see if we're right here, right? Let's just go ahead and take 150 billion. So let's do 150 billion here, and I know that's, or not billion, but quadrillion, million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. Multiply that by that price over here for the all-time high, 6345, 8Z6345. So we're gonna take this over here and then do 6345. So that is about $951 million in market cap. That was at the peak of the other bull market. And remember, we started when the bull market was almost pretty much finished. Like Baby Doge was created when the bull market was almost finished. Like, look at it. We were literally at the end of the bull market. We were creating our project Baby Doge, and then it just crashes because, it's at the end of the bull market. So that's pretty important to think about, because if that was at the end of the bull market, we could do all that, almost a billion in market cap. And if you want to talk about fully diluted market cap, we were actually above that $951 million for fully diluted market cap. We were more so around 1.2, $1.3 billion for that fully diluted market cap. And that's if we're looking at it fully diluted. But if you want to think about where Baby Doge could actually get in 2024 to 2025, that's going to be because of the bull market that's going to be coming soon. Now, before we even give this prediction, the main thing that we want to look at here is why this prediction is possible. What is actually going to propel this to be higher and to go all the way up to 15 billion market cap, right? What is going to propel us to get up there? For one, Bitcoin should be pulling back to about 20K before it has its major pump here, right? It should be pulling back to 20K. It's possible that it pulls back to 15K. But yeah, either 20K and possible going back to 15K. We can't really be 100% sure that it's going to go back to 15K, but 20K, it's a lot of people have been talking about this. It does seem likely, highly likely, that we do pull back all the way to about 15 or about the 20K. And actually, if you look at what we were doing inside 2018 with Bitcoin, you can see it pulled back to 6K, then it went all the way down to 3K, but then it pumped up to 10K. People thought it was about to take off, but then it pulled back to about 5K. It didn't pull back to 3K, which was the low for 2018. That was 3K. Right. Well, yeah, 2018, that was the low. At the end of 2018 was 3K, right? And then it goes back up to a high of 10K, but then only drops down to 5K. That's why I'm saying we might only go down to 20K or 19K. We might not actually go all the way down to 15K, possibly even stop it at 18, but not all the way down to 15. That's what I believe there, right? That's a very important aspect here, because if you look at it, the Bitcoin halving date is April 26, 2024. And the reason why this date is so important is because after this, Bitcoin is going to be doing something very amazing. It's going to start pumping. So pretty much on the Bitcoin halving day, the block rewards is scheduled to drop from 6.25 Bitcoin per block to 3.125 Bitcoin per block. So right now, what people are trying to do, they're trying to mine as much Bitcoin as they can right now because they're getting more for their rewards. But once that hits, they're going to have to mine Bitcoin even more. They're going to be even more busy on there. There's going to be a lot of people, buying up Bitcoin around that time because they know it's going to start going up. And look, this is actually an article written by Binance about why Bitcoin pumps after the halving. So Bitcoin halving is a process that occurs every 210,000 blocks, or roughly every 4 years. When a halving occurs, the reward for mining a block of Bitcoin is cut in half. This means that there are fewer new Bitcoins being created, which can lead to an increase in demand and price. And here's the chart. We're going to go over the chart in a second here, but we want to read this full article here so we can understand exactly what happens here. Now, there are a few reasons why Bitcoin pumps after halving. First, the halving reduces the supply of new Bitcoins. This makes Bitcoin more scarce, which can lead to an increase in demand. Second, the halving creates a sense of urgency among investors. So this is pretty big because it's going to create a sense of urgency among all of the crypto investors, right? And that means Baby Doge as well. So that's going to mean that Baby Doge has the opportunity to actually pump with this Bitcoin halving. Now, it says when the halving is approaching, investors may be more likely to buy Bitcoin in order to avoid missing out on potential gains. So if they're buying Bitcoin, they're buying other cryptos as well. Remember, when Bitcoin goes up, generally everything inside of the crypto market goes up as well. Now, it also says historically, Bitcoin has always pumped after halving. In 2012, the price of Bitcoin increased from around $12 to $266. In 2016, the price of Bitcoin increased from around $400 to $1,900. And in 2020, the price increased from $7,000 to over $60,000. Imagine what it's going to do this time. Now, of course, there is no guarantee that Bitcoin will pump after the next halving, which is scheduled to occur in 2024. So there's no 100% sure proof fact that it's going to pump in 2024. But like I said, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. There's no way we can be 100% sure here, right? Then it says, however, the historical data suggests that there is a good chance of a price increase. Here are some of the factors that could contribute to a Bitcoin pump after the next halving. Increased institutional adoption. We've been seeing a lot of talks about a Bitcoin ETF. We've been seeing a lot of different talks about different countries accepting Bitcoin now. More and more institutional investors are starting to invest in Bitcoin. This could lead to increased demand and price. Now, they also say wider acceptance by merchants. This is also true. More and more merchants are starting to accept the Bitcoin as payment. This could also lead to an increased demand and price. And then they also said continued technological innovation. The Bitcoin network is constantly being improved and upgraded. This could be making Bitcoin more attractive to investors as well. So you also got to think about it. Stacks has been building up heavily on Bitcoin. A lot of people have been building on Bitcoin lately. So that's also a lot of good news. And the reason why this is so good for Baby Doge, because as Bitcoin goes up, everything in the crypto market goes up as well. So Baby Doge is going to go up because of that. Now, this is a very important chart here that you really want to pay attention to. So from 2013 into 2014, Bitcoin was pretty much $500 peaking around there. But then the next halving comes, boom, $5,000. Next one comes, boom, $50,000. Boom. Next one, they're predicting it to be $500,000 Bitcoin. If this gets to $500,000, imagine what Baby Doge can do. And this is the importance of this video. That's why I was going over all of this. So if Bitcoin could do 500,000, right? Let's just say it only does 100,000, 150,000, 200,000. Let's just say it only does that and it does not do 500,000. Even if Bitcoin only does that, Baby Doge still has the possibility to get very, very, very high up there. Now, if we think about this, let's actually do some math here for Bitcoin. Let's take the current number of Bitcoins right here, right? And then this is the circulating supply currently. And then let's multiply this by, let's say, $100,000, right? That is 1.948 billion or trillion, 1.948 trillion Bitcoin, or $1 trillion, I should say. We're only at $501 billion. So that's a huge increase in market cap. Now they're saying 500K. I think the next bull market, I don't know about 500K right now, but that could be anywhere from between 2024 to 2026. So it's possible between those dates, right? It's possible. But let's just say we did that, right? Let's say hypothetically speaking, we could do 500K Bitcoin. Well, that would then bring Bitcoin at 9.7 trillion market cap. Now that's a lot of market cap right there. I'm not gonna lie. Most most of the analysts are saying 150K Bitcoin. That's what most analysts are saying for 2025, right? 150K Bitcoin. That's still 2.9 trillion inside of market cap. If that's like that, imagine what Ethereum is going to be at. Imagine what BNB is going to be at. Right now, Baby Doge physically cannot go to $15 billion market cap because BNB is only at $32 billion market cap, right? But imagine Bitcoin going all the way up to this price of 2.9 trillion dollar market cap. If Bitcoin can do that, then we could see BNB probably being 150 to 200 billion, maybe 300, 500 billion. BNB is going to be up there pretty much. It's going to be up there. Ethereum is going to be like 1.5 trillion. Ethereum is going to be up there as well. So that means Baby Doge also has the opportunity to get some benefits from that market cap. It gets benefits from the people inside of crypto. Now they're going to be buying more coins. So this is where the price prediction comes in for Baby Doge. And the reason why this price prediction in particular is so important is because let's say we take our 150 quadrillion Baby Doge, and I know it's a lot, like million, billion, trillion, quadrillion. We take the 150 quadrillion and we multiply it by our target price, 6Z1. I'm standing on that. I'm still standing on 6Z1. That's only 15 billion in market cap. You see how much money it's about to flow into crypto when this halving comes. This is going to be the next bull market. When the money flows in, it's also going to flow down into other altcoins. 15 billion market cap is the prediction here for Baby Doge. At the end of the bull market, we started our project and we were actually able to get all the way up to about 1 billion inside of market cap. At the end of the bull market, we started, right? Imagine if we would have had the full force effect of the bull market. We probably could have got all the way up there. Even if they get rid of the tax or not, we can still probably get to 15 billion market cap, right? So that is 6Z1 by 2024 or 2025 because the start of the bull market is pretty much going to be 2024 of the Bitcoin halving, April, right? And then going into 2025, that should be the peak of the bull market in 2025. Then it'll drop back down and then it'll probably come back up before it goes back down again inside of 2026, right? So what we're looking at is 6Z1 by 2024/2025, more preferably 2025. So that's what we're looking at here. And this is pretty important for the Baby Doge army, right? Because let's just say you have $10,000 and you buy at 8Z1. Well, this is very simple because $10,000 at 8Z1 is 10 trillion Baby Doge. Or yeah, it's 10 trillion Baby Doge. So if you got 10 trillion Baby Doge and you hold it till 61, you got $1 million, right? That's a lot of money. If you have 1 trillion Baby Doge, which is $1,000, then you're gonna have a lot of money. You're gonna have $100,000, like $1,000 to 100,000, or $10,000 to $1,000,000. You pick which one do you want. You want to put in 1,000 and make 10, or you want to put in 1,000 make 100,000, or you want to put in 10,000 and make $1 million. Now, like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Take this with a grain of salt. This is pure entertainment. Do what you want with it. But this is just what I'm seeing here through my lens. So yeah, let me know what you think about this price prediction. Do you think that this is possible for Baby Doge? And do you think it's valid to also look at Bitcoin when doing this price prediction? As always, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you all think about this. And as always, I'll be back with another video.